we're getting on, and welcome back to the channel. So, good start to the video. As you've seen in the last video, we've got the sugar beet lifted. That is all in heaps. Now, we've ploughed it. We've ploughed that field over there, ploughed this field, and Dad's ploughing the little field now. I know I said we weren't going to plough it, but just thought, why not release a bit more carbon? So, got a neighbour, he's ploughing, Martin, he's over there as well. Dad's ploughing today. Everyone just don't like Greta Thunberg. This 30 acre is the last of our winter drilling anyway. I've got some more contract drilling to do next week, I believe. Got about 60 acre left to drill for the neighbour, and then that's the drilling campaign done. So I don't know whether you've seen, but that's our reservoir there. We got it for irrigating the spuds. We can pull water out of there, pump water back in, and stuff like that. I was dug about 10 years ago now, I think. So I've got the reservoir there. All the soil, when Dad dug it out, literally went on this field and that field over there. So this field's quite clay. So this bottom end here, and there's a bit over there. It's got a bit of clay in it. So we tend not to plough this so deep after sugar beet, because sugar beet takes a lot of the moisture out of the land anyway. So when you plough it, it's normally dry. So we haven't ploughed too deep, just sort of got it over nicely. Dad's ploughed and pressed it. I'm going to power harrow it, knock it down a bit more because there's a few clods, and then we shall combination drill it, not using the Lemken because I've had a few issues with that, and I'll tell you why. Oh, as I was saying a few days ago, we've had an issue with the drill. I'll show you later on that field over there that I drilled. Just out doing the last 65 acre of contracting to do with the Lemken, but we think we've sorted the issue out now. So we're going straight into stubble on black soil, and I'm having to not use my ridge markers, because as I go along, if my ridge marker were there, it chucks up too much straw and soil, and then it ends up bunging on the discs at the back. Just checking my coaters if I ain't got a block one. Anyway, the issue was that sort of every 6 metres I was leaving a 25 centimetre gap when it should be 15, a coulter width, because these are 15 centimetre coulters. So I was leaving a wider gap every 6 metres, but then every 3 metres when I come back on myself, I was overlapping. Now you probably think it's a GPS, it's not. Had that checked by SimAgri, and that's absolutely fine. So nothing wrong with the GPS. And another thing is, there's what I call stabilisers on the back. You can alter. They should be absolutely centralised. They should be equal to what implement you've got on the back, and they were. I checked them when I put them on. So it wasn't them, so that could cause the drill to twist one way or the other when going down the field, but it wasn't them. It was just bugging me, because obviously I don't know till it comes up why it's left a wider band every 6 metres. I drilled about 80 acre absolutely fine, then all of a sudden I've got a gap every 6 metres. And then I asked a few people and they said the back cultivar could be bent. Me and Dad tried to straighten it. It was a tiny bit off, but we straightened it so it's now level. And I don't think that was the issue neither. But what we did yesterday was we put the drill back on and went up and down in some stubble field without any seeding, and just got the stabilisers equal, so then I'm leaving a 13cm gap either side, which is spot on really. Don't want no wider than 15. But any ideas, let me know, but I shall show you what I've done. It don't look too bad, but it just bugs me a bit. Getting across it. Let's just check the seed depth. I keep getting out and checking as I go. I know people were like, oh, let's get on, but I like to just have a check of a few things, especially because there's two different soil types in this field. I just want to see how far the seed's going in really. Few seeds there. The odd one on top, but for how solid it is, for where the combine wheels are gone, you know, down there, I wouldn't say it's doing too bad of a job. There's a few on the top, but by the time that's rolled, that'll be all right. Now then, well, it's the 16th, no, the 15th of November. That's quite funny actually. It's the 15th of November. It's a Monday. And while you're watching this, it's my brother's birthday. He's the one who uploads it to YouTube and edits it, so give him a happy birthday. Not letting him take all the credit because I edit it as well. I edit it on my iPad and then I send it to my brother, and he does most of the editing on his computer. So there's a little insight for you. But yeah, happy birthday, bro. The sun is out in November. Beautiful. I mean, to be fair, we have had two absolutely shocking drilling seasons the past 2 years, but you can't ask for any better than this. Now then, don't know if you can see, this is one of the fields I drilled the other day. Just having a walk in it. This is on, it's not ours, this is what a contractor drilled it on. And it's looking good. I'll show you the slight issue. Whether you can see, this is a field, it hasn't done it on but there's a wider coulter every 6 meters. There's a nice slight overlap there. Whether I'm being too picky on this field, here we are. This is one you can see it a bit better on. You look down here, I mean, I'm quite happy with this. It's good. You see here, look at the gap difference between there. That's about 20 centimeters, where it should be 15, so this one should be pushed across. And then this side over here, there's two coulters too close, so it needs to be shoved that way. But other than that, it's come up nice and even. nice and green. And yeah, the farmer's happy with it and he wants me back next year. Anyway, I'm going to come back and do a bit more tomorrow, so we'll see you tomorrow. Morning. So next day now. I would have thought I got 27 to 30 acre done yesterday. Got another sort of 35 to do, but I've only got 2 bags of seed left. There should be a lorry delivering to this farm today in the morning sometime. So let's just hope that turns up. And then that is winter planting done. Anyway, enough of me rambling on, sitting in the cab. It's been a while, so here is some drone footage. It's not so windy today, so here's some drone footage. Enjoy it, embrace it, take it all in. Yeah, here's some drone footage. Couple of hats already. If you're looking at getting a Fen Farming beanie hat, go and look at them in the previous video, but all you got to do is type Fen Farming beanie hat on eBay and go through there. So just in time for Christmas, get your girlfriend a new beanie hat, Fen Farming. You know, what more does a woman want? And going back to the drone footage, some of you are probably thinking I'm chopping it up too much and making the soil too black. But if I don't chop it up, if I don't sink the discs in enough and bring some black soil, chop it up enough, because I haven't got harrows on the back, because they'll just bung up with straw and everything else, and then it'll be a right mess. Because I haven't got the harrows on the back, I have to bring enough soil up to then cover my seed at the back. So the seed's going down the cart and being pressed by them pressing wheels, and then obviously the soil the amount of soil that I'm kicking up is going on the top as well. Yeah, that's why I'm near enough chopping it up real good. Proper like minimum tillage this is. I've said it again, no till works in some conditions, minimum tillage works in some conditions, like this planting season. It's been dry, but when it's wet, when it starts getting later in the year, when there's bad weather, you need to plough. No matter what anyone says, still got its place. Even if you do minimum tillage and no tillage every 3 years or every 5 years, get the plough out and go ploughing. Just makes the soil a lot more healthier, turns fresh over, so you're not just drilling constantly on the same soil. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about minimum tillage and no tillage and ploughing in the comments. Love to know your thoughts and whether and how you do things as well, and what I say is any good. So yeah, put it in the comments. Anyway, that'll about do it for this video. Thank you very much for subscribing, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you again for the next one. See you later. Ta.